Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for voting this month on a performance in one of Alfred Hitchcock's movies. The winner this month is, drumroll please, Janet Leigh in Psycho. Wonderful performance, of course, iconic performance. The shower scene, everything about Marion Crane. And she did a fantastic job because she had to bring a lot of things to this. She had to be very sexy, because it had to be something that would have aroused Norman sexually, which of course motivated him to kill her. So that was a big part of her character. And off the top, we see that love scene with her in the motel room with her boyfriend. And it is a very sexy scene, and actually it broke barriers because, she's in a bra, you never even could show a woman in a bra before 1960. Well, in the pre-code films you could, but once the code became strictly enforced in 1935, you rarely saw any kind of skin or anything like that. So it really is a sexy scene, and I do know that Hitchcock wasn't happy with how they were doing, and he said, this has got to be sexier, right? And he was right because it had to work. It had to really hook the audience, and I think the audience had to sort of fall for her in a way as well, just like we saw Norman starts to be sexually attracted to her as well. So that's a really great opening. That scene is wonderfully acted, but not only that, of course, I'm not saying that it's just a sexy part because she's a woman and her problems are one of trying to save her boyfriend because he owes all these debts, his father's debts, and she has this opportunity to steal money. Well, I shouldn't say an opportunity. She steals money in order to to help her boyfriend start a new life. And a lot of it, these are just her reactions in the car. The voiceover, of course, all, the paranoia, the fear, all the things, she sees her boss when she's on the road. So all these reactions she has, she goes from fear to paranoia, to being happy about what she's doing. We really see a full range in her eyes, and it's not that she's just being neutral. Like, you can see that she was actually thinking those thoughts or something that brought her to deliver the feelings of the character. And of course, that great scene with Norman that they have, which is chilling and bizarre and mysterious, and she's somewhat apprehensive about him, but I think she also just is finds him. She's friendly with him. She thinks he's nice. She thinks he's innocent, but there's something about him that's not quite right. And again, you can really see that in her eyes. And of course, the shower scene, as iconic as it is in terms of the editing and the mise en scene, the compositions, everything, it still required an actor to really act. And of course, that scream, and even the looks on her face when she opens the shower curtain and falls over, and then the famous shot, holding that shot with her eye open, which must have been very difficult for, I don't know, I think it was like a minute or so, as the camera started in her eye and then slowly zoomed out. It's a wonderful shot. So she gave a remarkable performance. She was really a rising star at this point. She had been in a number of films, but it was also suggested that she be cast because of her performance in Touch of Evil, which Hitchcock liked, and she also plays a woman in that, in a hotel being terrorized. So she was really great at bringing out that fear, which was already evident, and this was just more of really a multi-layered performance. So she did great. I thought she was wonderful in this film. A real simplicity, but it was very powerful. And again, a lot of it is expressed in her eyes, and and not always necessarily on when she's speaking. Obviously, when she's speaking, that's also very convincing as well. But she has a sense of, like, she's classy, she's dignified, which are the kind of women that Hitchcock liked in his films, the women who were sort of seemed upper middle class, and classy, and he felt that they were perfect female leads. because they were just, charming and seductive enough so that when there was a sex scene, to him that was even more erotic, because they're kind of often not wearing that side of themselves on their sleeve, and then when you see it, to him that was the ultimate erotic of the quote unquote female blonde in Hitchcock's films. So she did a wonderful performance. Of course, I love the film. I reviewed it. If you have not seen it, I will leave the review in the description box below. You can check it out there. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope that you've enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.